Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some American Truck Simulator with realistic economy, and we are leaving Oxnard heading to Camp Verde, Arizona with a crawler tractor. We've got about 480 miles and it is nighttime. Decided to go ahead and sleep since this was a 400 something mile trip. I didn't want to have to stop in the middle of it, so we will be driving a little bit at night. We're taking this crawler tractor to Camp Verde, Arizona. It was the only trip I could really get that was in our mileage parameter. Everything else was 750 or more miles that was going to places we haven't been. Since we haven't been here, I decided to go ahead and take this one. But we will get on down the road, and it'll, like I said, we'll be driving at night for a little bit. But we haven't done that a whole lot, so get it. But it is currently 11:30 p.m. We should get there around 8 in the morning. So it will be daylight when we get to our destination, and then next episode we'll be able to just pick up right there and keep going. We're heading to Camp Verde. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a good day. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you guys is free, and it helps me and the channel grow. But we are, still in the process of knocking off towns. We're trying to get some of this stuff in the southern part of California, Arizona, Nevada. Those trying to get those knocked out before we head up into Northern California, Washington, Oregon, and all that stuff. So we have most of Southern California actually done. So we're going to try to knock out these Arizona and a few Nevada ones, and then head up into middle and Northern California. Let's see. We need to stay in this lane here. This is a pretty heavy load, but our truck can handle it. And this is an external contract, so we are limited at 65 miles per hour, but I don't think we'll be getting much over that anyway with this big load. We're getting paid about $2,500, I think, for this load. Check here real quick. Y'all probably already saw it. Yeah, $2,506. So pretty good payout for 400 and something miles. We're sitting at $34,000 in our bank account right now. Getting behind some slow pokes here. See if we can't get over. Try to get past these people. I don't really care for driving at night in this game, but we're going to be driving at night either at the beginning or the end, and I'd rather do it at the beginning than the end. So that's why we decided to go ahead and sleep. Like I said, we are going to Camp Verde, Arizona. And I do apologize for not having as many videos out recently. Just had a lot going on, but hopefully this week we will be back on our schedule. I know I've said that before, but I've just had a lot of things going on. But we should have a pretty good week this week. I'm actually hoping to get some extra videos done this week to help out for next week, because in a couple of weeks I will be going on vacation. We'll be going to visit some family up in Tennessee, so hoping to kind of get a little bit ahead on the recording, so keep that in mind that some of these recordings may be a few days ahead, and then that week that I'll be on vacation, all that will be pre-recorded. So I'm trying to get going there so I can. Now I will continue to answer comments, but they may not be addressed in the games until a little bit later because of the fact that I'm going to be doing a lot of extra recordings, trying to get ready for that week that we're going. Trying to start now so I can get ahead. So I'll have plenty of time to get all those videos done for that week that we are going. So yeah, we're probably going to be about a week ahead after this week on our videos. So just keep that in mind that, you know, it may be a week or so before you get things addressed in game, but we'll see how it goes. Got about 365 miles left to go here. It should be a pretty easy road. This trip should be, at least for most of it. Plenty of fuel. We will have to fuel up when we get there and find a place to rest, or we'll find a place for me to park. We won't technically have to rest, but we'll need to find a place to park. So probably wherever we fuel up, we'll just sit there until we come back for the next episode. And like I said, we're going to try to knock out the stuff here in Arizona and Nevada, and then work through middle to Northern California, start getting Oregon, Idaho, Washington, start knocking out as many of these states as we can before the next one comes out, which I believe is going to be either Louisiana or Iowa. I'm not sure. Can't remember which one came out. I think it was Iowa. I think that's going to be the next one, and then they're also working on Illinois as well. But we're headed to Camp Verde, Arizona. Like I said, hopefully we will be getting some states knocked off here before the next one comes out. I want to try to get as many of these western states done as possible, since they're going eastern way now, and then of course in between the new states, when they release them, we'll just do whatever we can to unlock cities, and also alright, that looks like it says we need to be over here, so I'm thinking, yeah, this is where we stay. Sometimes these interchanges are kind of tricky, especially for me. And we're down to 300 miles to go. There's another driver coming in with a whopping $163. It's better than bringing back negative, though. We're up to 37,000 now, so of course we've already paid our loan payment. We'll have a loan payment coming out beginning of next episode, but we are clear for today. So anything we make between now and when we deliver will be just putting money in our pocket for the next day. So we're at the point to where we're going to be starting to buy more trucks again for a new garage in St. Louis, I believe it was. So we'll be trying to get that. Of course, we have to upgrade that garage as well. We will buy one new truck before we upgrade. So the next thing we purchase will be a new truck, and then after that we'll probably go ahead and upgrade the garage to 5 bays so we can hire even more drivers and buy more trucks. And then we are actually going to be purchasing a garage here in California after that, and then whatever state I decide after that. California will be next, our next garage. Not sure exactly which one we will purchase, but it's probably somewhere around the middle of California, like LA, somewhere, I don't even know if that's the middle of California, to be honest, but somewhere, a big city is probably what we're going to look for. LA, Sacramento, San Diego, somewhere in there. Just to try to spread our drivers out across the country, and then we'll probably look at one in either Texas or Arkansas after that. Just guessing where my mind may go, but who knows? Because we have one in Kansas, we have one in Missouri, we have one in Montana, and we have one in New Mexico or Arizona. I think it's New Mexico. So I did want to get another one on the West Coast, and then so California is kind of the best place for me in my mind to do the next one, and then we'll see after that. Anyway, 250 miles left on this trip. We'll be getting daylight here pretty soon, which is what I was hoping for, that we get into daylight before we start getting into the bad parts of the trip. I think the end, we're going to have to stop here, I hope not. The end of our trip is going to be a few curvy roads, I think, but we'll see. I didn't really look at it that close. But we are in some traffic now, so we're going to have to slow down. Don't want to slow down quite that much, but like I said, we're going to get there about 7:30, it looks like now. 7:30, 7:45. We will get there and get this load complete, and then next episode, like I said, we're going to try to either knock off another Arizona or Nevada. We'll look at the map when we get there and see what towns we need to knock off. I'm going to try to stay on the West Coast and knock as many of these out as possible, just the western part of the United States anyway, because we will be going back east a lot when they bring in new things. So I want to try to get as many cities knocked off between now and the next one, that because we'll be east for a bit. So really want to try to knock off as many of these as we can, but we'll see how it's going. I know we were doing three episodes per week. Right now we're going to be at 2. If I can get ahead enough, I may have it to where there's 3 coming out again. But like I said, I want to get things recorded for that time of vacation that I will be going on, and hopefully we will be able to do some extra videos and stuff like that. But I have to get 3 weeks worth of videos recorded in about 2 weeks time, so we're gonna see, and I'm gonna try to keep it up as much as I can. But and like I said, we may end up putting with that achievement progress we're working toward, but I didn't see it. But like I said, we know we're going to be right around 40,000 at the end of this. We got 200 miles left. If somebody else brings in something, that will definitely put us over 40,000. But alright, we gotta stop at the way station. Figured that was coming. We've passed a lot of them on the other side of the road, so let's go ahead and get in here and get this done. Yeah, no, my vehicle's not in perfect technical state. But it ain't bad. I mean, 4% damage. You can't. It's mostly tire wear. No way to keep a truck perfect. Let's see if we can get back out on the road here. Alright, so 187 miles. This load is pretty heavy for our truck, but we're handling it. Just a little slow on the acceleration going uphill here. Goes another $400. That should put us over 40,000. Some little small loads coming in. Hey, every dollar counts though. Miles left. get daylight here. Miles. Alright, 85 miles left. Headed to Phoenix. I think we'll be turning here pretty soon. It looks like we'll be getting off up here to the right. Loop here. Well, half a loop. Alright, 81 miles to go. Love to pass all these people, but as soon as I do that, getting that traffic over there, I'm gonna have to turn. So we'll just try to cruise as we can. No hurry, we got plenty of time. Hours to get there in real time, and it's going to take us about 10 minutes. So, if that, probably not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, 3 minutes, somewhere in there. about to enter Camp Verde. We will be taking this exit coming up. There is a gas station nearby, so that's good. Check and see if there's anything else we need here too. Alright. Let's see, got anybody that way? Don't see anybody that way. There's a truck pulling out, but we're gonna beat him. So, go ahead and get headed down through here. Got another little turn coming up pretty quick. And we can come back right over here and refuel. And then we'll look at our map after we do that. Let's go ahead and get in our other view here so I can kind of see where we're going. See nothing coming. Now we should just have to pull this one straight in, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Yep, just gonna pull it over here. Just try to get that lined up best we can. Okay. Get that uncoupled here. Alright. Oh yeah, we have one more skill point. We'll put it there. I forgot to do that last level. Alright, let's go back to drive. Let's go to the gas station so we can refuel. Then we'll look at our map. We probably will be coming right back here to pick up a load, so but we'll find out next episode. So let's get up here and get fueled up. So next episode, all we have to do is grab a load and go. I think we only have a couple more here in Arizona, so coming up here to be. Alright, let's get in here and get some gas. Fuel, diesel, go juice. We are over 40,000 temporarily. Let's see how much gas it's going to cost us. Okay, so we're going to be just under 40,000. Alright, let's look at our map here. Let's go to the world map. Alright, let's pull out. Um, so we got to go to Sholo and Clifton and Nogales. Looks like those three are the only ones we haven't been to yet. So, and then in Nevada, we've got Tonopah, Ellie, Carson City, and then we'll start working up through Keller. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to finish these two, or three, Nogales, Clifton, and Sholo. We'll try to get those knocked out. Then we'll try to get going toward Nevada, get those, and then we'll get into Middle California and start working our way up through Oregon, Washington, Idaho. We've already knocked out Montana. We still have one in Wyoming, which we will try to go to, and it's just like one in Colorado, Durango there. We were done here in Utah. We're done in New Mexico. Oh, it looks like we got San Simon here too. I didn't see that one. So four more to go there. And then it's going to be Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So really not that many. Looks like so we got four here to unlock in Arizona. We got three in Nevada, and then we've got one, two, three, four, five. It's like six in California, a bunch in Oregon, a bunch in Washington, and it looks like only three or four in Idaho, maybe five. A lot in Washington. We'll be in Washington a while, and there'll be some short trips there. Um, but anyway, that's our plans. But I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. This is your Rock, and if you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. Now, all that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate all the support you've given me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.